All right.
It's warm in here today.
In here too, because I've had my printers going for the past few days.
Anyway, hello everybody.
Everyone.
Are we live?
Yeah, we
Okay.
are alive. We are live. Welcome everyone to Hurley's Hand Dyed podcast. Oh, my husband just got home.
Oh, good. You already can run and take the animals if they need to
Yeah,
be taken.
in
Yeah.
a second we can. So
So-
welcome. I am Amber from Crafty Performers on Etsy, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok.
And I'm Donna from Crystal Skies Hand Dyed on Etsy, Instagram, and Facebook, and Crystal Skies Handmade on Etsy and Instagram. And together we are.
We're Hurley's Hand Dyed.
And I'm going to have to take a break here.
Already.
I have this little thing called Luna that is keeps hitting my chair. I'm gonna put her out.
So Luna must be back from the robot doctor.
Yes, and she's really lively. She's a lot more lively than she was. They put a new motor in her, I guess.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she goes in the corner and she'll talk to herself and she'll jump up and down. Yeah, it's like, okay, it's like having a kid in the house. So,
I know what that feeling is like with animals.
right. So anyway.
Anyway,
How's
here,
how's
say hi.
yeah,
See,
hello everybody.
You
Yeah,
can see my blue hair more now.
yeah, kinda. It's dark. Your hair's
It is a
dark.
dark blue.
It's
Yeah.
almost like a bluish gray.
More like a bluish black.
Okay, bluish black. Now that's a washout stuff.
Um, I think it's a demi-permanent hair color. So I
No.
mean it'll eventually wash out, but not like quickly.
Oh, not like that other stuff we used.
No, sorry. I heard my cat eating something plastic. She's chewing a box, whatever. Thank you, cardboard. She won't make as big of a mess as he does with the box, so
Yeah, Coco likes these bags. These.
mm.
She chews the corners.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. She just like the noise in her mouth, I guess. And she's an older, she's what, 4 now. So
Yeah. Cats
what?
like crinkle.
Hmm?
Like crinkle.
Yeah, she likes the crinkle. So anyway, but
Dogs like crinkle too.
hold on again.
It. Okay. Is the robot attacking your door?
Not yet. I want to turn the fan so it brings air in here. It's like,
Oh.
yeah, it got up to 80 something today, but we had a wonderful breeze outside. So I did some yarn dyeing and the yarn dyed really fast. It well, it was like a cooling breeze, and like now we have clouds out there. It's supposed to drop to 58 tonight. So that's
Wow.
cool for now, and but get up to like 88 tomorrow again. So, but that's better than in the high 90s like we were having. So
Yeah.
hopefully that means that, yeah, fall is
I
on its
think
way.
we're supposed to drop into the 80s in this next week or so.
So,
That's what. But
yeah.
you never know. It could change.
Oh yeah.
Surprised he didn't start barking when Dave came in the door.
I know.
Because he didn't know who he was. Oh, what? Is Dave home? Come here. Come sit by me. Come here. Bestie. He's
He
like,
didn't- says somebody's out there. Somebody's out there.
he's like, something's going on. And do you see my door is cracked? I got these cool things from Amazon that is to crack your door for your cats. It'll hold it open, you put it on the handle, and then you put it into where the door latches. It's like a little hook that goes in there. So the door
Oh,
only opens like this big, so she can fit through, but he cannot.
but he can't push it enough to push it off. Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah, it's a hard plastic. It bends around the door, but hey, Dave, thank you. But wait, let me give you the cat too. She's chewing on something. What are you chewing on?
Yeah, no, she's just gonna come back in here.
Well, let's just shut the door then. Do you want to put this back on the laundry room door?
Sure.
So she can go in there?
Hi, kitty.
This is the thing, Mama. Like it
Oh,
goes around the door handle and then this goes into the latch. And so it opens it like this much.
oh, okay. Weird. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Oh, Dave, I'm gonna hang this on the laundry room door.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to the wild world of the Hurleys
The McConaughey's
and the Hurley Hayes.
and the Hurleys. Sorry. All right. It's been 2 weeks, right? Do you want to talk about your last 2 weeks?
I'm thinking, well, I still have that dang sciatic nerve thing in my legs,
Mm.
but I do have my annual appointment. I think it's like September 4th or 5th. So I'm just holding out. Jeff says, oh, yeah, they're going to give you cortisone shots. And I says, well, how could they? Because it goes from one rear end to the other rear end to a leg to, I mean, it's like it travels. And I don't know how
Well, if
they
it has
do
to do
that.
with your sciatic nerve, they would do something to your sciatic nerve, I would think. Even if
Yeah,
it affects all of them, like all
yeah.
the different places. I don't know.
Yeah, so and I have good days. Like today I had a good day. That means I got up and I could get out of bed. It's when I get out of bed, the walk to the first 5 or 6 steps, it's like I can't hardly walk and I have to psych myself out, say, walk, walk, just walk normal, just walk normal. And then, I kind of psych myself out until the aspirin. But today I only took like twice the yeah. Acetaminophen seems to work
Acetaminophen.
better than the ibuprofen does. Isn't that weird? Because ibuprofen is more for muscles, they say. But
Oh,
yeah, so
ibuprofen is an anti-inflammatory. I believe
right,
acetaminophen
right.
is
For pain more.
pain more, but I'm not positive. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a pharmacist.
Yeah. Anyway, so I go back and forth on those two. But yeah, like today and then after I've been on my feet all day, now it hurts again tonight. So I took some acetaminophen before I came in here because it's just a weird, I mean, it's a something you can deal with. I can go in my bedroom, sit on my bed, put my legs straight out. Doesn't hurt at all. I sit there, I've been listening to books in the daytime and crocheting and that, and fine. It's just walking. So it's like, okay, this is old age, you guys. This is what you all have to look forward
No,
to.
my hip does, my left hip, when I sit too long. So mine's the opposite. When I sit too long or sit in certain chairs, I get up and
Right.
it hurts to walk.
Well, Jeff thinks maybe it's because I sit in that kitchen chair so much, but I've sat in that kitchen chair forever. So for it just to start hurting the last,
Well, you're getting older.
that's true.
So, I mean, our
Yeah.
bodies degrade as we get older.
Right. So anyway, it's like, okay, but I can deal with it. It's not a pain I can't deal with. You know what I mean? It's like,
Hmm.
yeah.
It's
So
not
it's
unbearable.
not like
Like,
my eye was, so it was unbearable. It
yeah.
hurt so bad. But yeah, no, it's just aches. And I know it's just things you deal with when you get older. So
Mhm. That's true.
anyway, but um otherwise I've died yawning on and off.
Yarn on and off.
Right. Because I had the library club that went out on the 20th. Um we have my tomorrow is the last day to sign up for the August Wizard and Witches, and then the 30th is the last day to sign up for our Dragon Club,
Hmm.
Dragons and Yarn Club. If you're not in that or have ever thought about it, it's fun. It's just a fun thing. We have people that have been with us the whole 13 months, going on 14 months. So yeah, we actually I think talked about only doing it for a year, but as long as people show interest. So but anyway, so I've kind of been doing those, and like I said, I've had trouble with my leg. I've had trouble, like, what day was it? 2 days ago I dyed yarn and I was just fine, and then after dyeing the first set of yarn I couldn't hardly stand it. It hurt so bad, so I had to go in the bedroom and sit. And so that's been interrupting my life, but otherwise, and then it's been hot here and I don't go out that much, so I can't say that that's affected me. But I've been
Yeah.
doing a lot of crocheting and just dishcloths, you guys, nothing
Yeah.
majestical or I don't do sweaters. I've actually thought about trying to find, I think there's a pattern online to crochet socks.
Well, I'm sure there's a few.
So I
Hi,
could
Phil.
try to crochet
Welcome.
socks because I like socks, you guys. So, and I don't knit, so I don't know how to knit socks. And I don't think I'd have the patience to knit socks. Crocheting
You
socks,
didn't have the patience to learn how to knit in the first place.
that's
But
true.
then knitting socks is even worse.
Yeah. So using a little tiny thing. So, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah.
But anyway, so that's been my last 2 weeks, and I know you've had an exciting. 2 weeks with school and all,
Oh, you mean like being back to school?
being back to school, and you passed one of your tests.
I did pass one of my classes. I passed that test and that made me pass the class probability and statistics. That's
No,
all.
that was the class you were talking about last time where they had sent you back something
Oh,
and
I passed that one too. I passed 2 classes since I've seen you guys last.
yeah, that
Yeah.
one, because you said he knocked down for something he passed the time before in the paper, and then
Well,
yeah.
it's different people that grade it every time. It doesn't go back to the same person. It goes
Oh,
into the
good.
community pot of the graders of whoever it gets, whoever
Mm.
gets it. So I don't know who graded it the first time. We don't have any idea who did it either. I don't have access to see who was grading it, but yeah, I finally passed it. And then on Monday, I took my probability and statistics final and passed that too. So I
Good.
passed 2 classes in the past week and a half or 2
Well,
weeks.
good.
Yeah.
So
Now I'm working on um technology in mathematics, which will be all tasks. It has 4 tasks I have to complete. And then I'm
okay,
also going to start Prob and Stats 2. I haven't started that yet. I'm working on the other one first right now.
right. And then our when did we have the baby last time?
Yes.
Or the night before? Okay.
Mhm.
And then my daughter, Robin, whose grandbaby that was, Robin started school this week. Robin went back to college. So she was all excited about that. So yeah. So it's fun to see older children, older kids go back to college. So I think she's um, what do you call it? Where they choose majoring in history and Portugal.
She's
That's
majoring in history teaching. She wants to be a history teacher.
Oh, good. That's what I always wanted to be. Yeah, that's right. She told me that. And she said, yeah, I knew you always wanted to be that. So I loved history.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's,
think she'll be good. She'll enjoy it. I think.
yes. And I think she'll do good because
Mhm.
Robin does good at every test she tries, just like all of you girls. Yeah.
Because when we do something, we do it.
Yeah. All of you girls went back to college later in life. So
Mhm.
that's kind of neat that, you did.
Yeah,
So
we all. I keep looking down. Sorry, I have this in my hand.
what is it?
It's a little fidget that I made.
It's
That
one
I
of those. Okay. I've seen those.
It goes up and down and every which way. It's one of the things I've been experimenting with printing this week. And sorry, it's in my hand. I need to stop messing with it because I keep looking down at it.
I have you made any of our dinosaurs yet?
You mean dragons?
I mean our dragons yet?
No.
We only got a week to go.
I know. I actually was thinking about that today. I know what filament I'm going to use. I just don't know what dragon I'm going to print with it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, at least there's that. I mean,
Ah,
that sometimes is part of the battle.
yeah.
Is picking
You
the
guys,
color.
I can't do anything until Amber sends me the dragons so I can see what they look like.
Because
Yeah.
even if I sent you a picture of the spool of the filament,
Yeah.
that's not indicative of how it prints.
No, and even when she sent me pictures of the finished dragons as she's doing them, they look totally different because like we tell everybody, everybody's screen settings are different. And so the yarn even looks different. Um, I've been I've been selling my sales for my solid tonals have picked up this last week.
Oh,
So
that's good. Maybe because you said last time nobody buys them.
right. So and I guess a lot of people do color work and now they're starting to think about their kids are in school. So now they can start working on sweaters and stuff for that in color work. So and if you guys know Dragon Horde Yarn, that's Tristan, my granddaughter. She has some wonderful Halloween patterns out there. Have you seen them? The anacrophobia she's got with spiders on. And I mean, if you guys are good and that's color work, isn't it?
Mhm.
When she
Yeah,
does.
that's color work. Yeah, I was trying to think. Yeah, that's color work.
Yeah. So yeah. So there's a lot of neat things out there. So
Mhm.
my eye itches.
No, you're okay. Yes, Jill. Jill said I heard that the statistics class is hard. Honestly, for me, it wasn't. It was much easier than trig and calculus because it wasn't theoretical. It like trig and calculus, a lot of that is theoretical. Like if you understand the math, it makes sense. But probability and statistics, this first one, a lot of the same stuff we do in algebra. So like I knew a lot of that stuff, how to do it. And so it was just kind of making sure I augmented my information. And it talked a lot about studies. like case studies and surveys and experiments and that kind of data, which surprised me because those I would feel like would be more science related than like the experiments. Definitely, I thought would be more science related than math related, but it's a big part of it.
Yeah, well, I suppose you have to have that class for that for science too.
Yeah.
And I know what's her name, Jen took she majored in geography, and she had a lot of statistic classes because that was part of, in fact, that was her first job. She would go into different cities and figure out the population versus like if a Walmart would do well there and stuff like, and that's statistics, isn't it?
Statistics. It's a hard word to say.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what that is, isn't it?
I believe so.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can use that in a lot of different things, and I'm sure in math too, because it is numbers. You
Mm-hmm.
do numbers, so
The experiments was what got me, like talking about like double blind experiments and stuff. I'm like, that's very science, but
huh.
it's related to probability and statistics.
I'm drinking our little squirt bottles today.
Mm, me
I
too.
started with a crystal light and the squirts, and then I got it down to about here, and I added more water, and I just did squirts, and it's still sweet, still nice and sweet.
I've got my standby, my pineapple packet with some
Uh-huh.
squirts of vanilla and cotton candy because
And
I
I've
love
got
it.
grape with the squirts of the mermaid.
And I actually had to order more vanilla today and more cotton candy because those are the two that we use the most.
And the cotton candy, I've got it, but it's so sweet. And
I
I
just really
can't
add
figure
an
out
extra
what to
pump
put
into
in.
like I put it into my pineapple one to make it a
Mix it with pineapple with that and
and
vanilla.
vanilla. Mm-hmm. And
And
it
see,
makes it a little less tart.
I got my vanilla. That's the one I got at TJ Maxx.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gone back there because when I had it, they had a whole bunch, but
Mm-hmm.
a lot of it was um
Tarani.
huh?
Was it Tarani?
No, it was, yeah, it was
Yeah.
that brand, but a lot of the flavors were like what did they had a lot of pumpkin spice
Oh,
and
okay.
hazelnut.
Seasonal
I can't, I don't think I'd like hazelnut. I'm not, although I do like
in your hot chocolate if you or in your morning coffee.
uh-huh.
It might be a nice little squirt in there addition to give a little different
Put
flavor.
something in there in the morning too, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Try it with that.
We have a little bottle of pumpkin spice that I got from actually from Skinny Syrups because it was on clearance when I bought my syrups, but
Uh-huh.
haven't used it a lot yet because it's not pumpkin spice weather yet.
Oh, see, and then I bought those other three, the apple,
Mm-hmm.
sour cherry,
And sour watermelon?
raspberry. No, I didn't get
Oh,
the
it's
one.
raspberry. Okay.
And they're very tart. They don't make the stuff sweet, they make it tartar.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still fun. It's fun to have those. And then, like I said, the cotton candy, the mermaid, you sent me the cotton candy mermaid and unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
And the mermaid I use the most. That I actually am I'm just getting ready to start my second bottle of it. And then, but like I said, and the cotton candy is really sweet. It's like cotton candy. It's like sugar.
Well, it's nice, like I said, if you have something that's a little more tart to put a pump in, like, so those ones you got that are like super sour, if you put like one pump of cotton candy in it, you might get the flavor, but with less tartness.
Okay, I'll try that with,
Yeah. Maybe it'll make it taste more like a sweet tart.
because I've got pineapple, crystallized. I have the pineapple. I have orange. I have, oh my gosh. Um,
Fruit punch?
yes, I do have fruit punch blur, but the dragon fruit. I have dragon fruit. Did you see the dragon fruit? They have dragon fruit now.
Yes, we have, it's a dragon, oh, we have a pump of dragon fruit acai
Oh,
mix.
this is dragon fruit, this stuff.
Oh,
But I
okay.
don't know what to put in that because it's a little bit
Oh,
different. And
I
then,
don't, dragon fruit's not one of my favorite flavors. It's
and then
okay.
I
Stick,
didn't get kiwi because it's kiwi watermelon, and I'm not never like watermelon that much.
I like watermelon flavor more than I like actual watermelon.
Okay.
Just like the opposite of bananas. I like bananas, but I don't like banana flavor.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste the same. Really quickly, to
Okay.
catch up on a couple comments. Jill says she's gonna have to wait on the clubs until she uses some yarn. I understand.
I understand too.
Get it. She says she needs to taste test some of the powders. I like the Hawaiian punch you used to send me. The Hawaiian punch is good.
Yes. And they have the grape the blue, the regular fruit, and what was that? There was a
They
fourth.
have like a tropical one too or something. I want to
Yeah.
say that's the other.
Okay.
I don't know, but they're all good.
Yeah, they're all
Um,
good. And then, yeah, and the grape, I get the sun-kissed grape sometimes, but you get 8 in Hawaiian Punch, and you only get 6 in the sun-kissed. But sun-kissed is the one that has the orange, and
and
sun.
also Crush. Crush has orange,
Oh,
grape, and pineapple. And I
yes.
think those come in 10 in the box, 8 or 10 in the box. I don't remember, but I think it's not only 6
Hmm.
on those ones, but I buy them at Walmart.
Okay, and I've been getting mine at the dollar store, except for I used to get the big box with the Hawaiian Punch that had the 4 flavors in it, because
Mm-hmm.
it got to be a little cheaper, but I haven't been sending out the Hawaiian Punch anymore. I now send out tea because I have all this tea that I
No,
got.
I'm trying to use off my tea that I have too, because I bought a big thing of like 6 boxes. Because it was a better deal. It was cheaper than buying them at Walmart. Because sometimes at Walmart, I didn't know if they were individually wrapped. It was hard to
Yes,
tell on the
yes,
packaging.
it is. I even took one home and they weren't individual wrapped, and I'm going, and I know the stash. That's what I get, the boxes of stash, because it is a good buy. I get them on Amazon. Get like 6.
I think that's what I
And
might be giving out too is stash.
And they're in 18 in a box, 18 to 20, but most of them are 18. And they have some neat flavors like pumpkin spice and vanilla something. And then I have a bunch of fruity ones. Yeah, so it's a nice variety for my people. And I
Yeah.
said everybody gets at least one of those.
Yeah, me too.
The candy and I'm using
Me
the
too. I've been throwing in my little I call them cough drops, but they're really jelly candy.
little
Little
thing.
things, yeah, like a handful, like I don't know, 4 or 5, because I have a
Remind me of jujube.
that's kind of what, well, I think they're called
They're called.
similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah, because I bought a pack after you told me about them on Amazon. And,
Yeah.
but there's so many different kinds, and you were getting the sugarless free or whatever.
No,
Oh, but they do have sugar free. I got some sugar free ones.
they're Puntini Italian gourmet jujubes.
Okay, yeah,
This is cinnamon. This is all cinnamon. When I've got a cold, I love the cinnamon ones.
they're good. I haven't tried the cinnamon.
And this is all fruity
Right.
because you get a ton.
Yeah,
And
and
I'm
then
just
they're real cute,
they're
and they
cute.
take a long time to. You can't chew them. You have to suck them because they
Get
caught
to
in
a
your
point
teeth.
where they kind of get gummy,
Yeah,
but
you get
yeah.
caught in your teeth. But yeah, so.
Jill says I like the Torani sugar-free French vanilla. I haven't tried that one. I
That's
just
the one
have
I
the
have.
skinny vanilla.
I
And
think mine's good. Yeah, maybe.
hello, Maribel. Welcome. And Jill says, I'm so excited about the David's tea. I've never had it. Oh, we have tons of David's tea still.
Me too. In fact, last Christmas, Shelley sent me the 24 days of David's tea for my.
I bought one too. I bought the herbal tea version of that one after Christmas because it was on clearance.
Yeah, I think
So
they do
I
like
have that still.
50% off. Yeah. So,
I didn't finish them. I was for a while opening them like one a day just to,
yeah. But then when summer comes, well, I've never been one for, well, I've never tried. I used to like iced tea, but I've never done any of the iced David's tea. And I have a bunch of fruity ones. I have the Caribbean Crush. I have the Magic Potion. In fact, all my people that were in the Wizard and Witches Club one year, I sent them all the big pack
That's
of
right. I remember you did that.
the
I
Magic Potion.
like the Celestial Seasonings has a peach tea. It's just 100% made with peaches. I do that sometimes for iced tea. Like I'll make up a huge pitcher of it and use it as iced tea because you just have to add a little bit of sugar to it to make it sweet, but then it just tastes like peach water. It's really good.
Oh,
I don't really like iced tea.
yeah.
I
I,
tried it a few different times, but that one I really like because it's just peach.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these ones I've got that stash, they are fruity too. You could use them for iced tea. They
Mm-hmm.
call it something else on David's tea. They don't call them iced tea, they call them,
Cold brew.
yeah, cold brew. So,
Yeah.
but I've got a bunch. I mean, I've got a whole thing, but they don't go bad. as long as it's in the sealed pack, but I do have a bunch of cinnamon. The cinnamon was the rubus,
Rubos. Because
right.
I always
That,
want to say Rubios, but I think it's Rubos.
right. The cinnamon rubus, that's my favorite. I like that at night. It actually relaxes me. So,
Yeah.
uh, but I haven't done, I'm just not a hot tea person at night. And in the morning, since before you were born, I've always had 1 cup of my Swiss mocha coffee, always.
Mhm.
That's just been for 40 some years. So,
Mhm.
yeah, but I've never
I
really
start
liked,
my day with a Coca-Cola.
yeah. I love the smell of real coffee brewed, but I've never liked the taste of it. I never was.
Mhm.
But I know, I mean, and they have all kinds of tastes. I know there's that one company out there. It's called Bones Coffee, and they have a bunch of different, like the tea, like David's tea. They have a bunch of different coffee flavors. And in
Mhm.
fact, one year for Christmas, I got all my granddaughters because I know they all drink coffee. Chrissy's girls, and
Mhm.
and then I got Robin's girl the tea, the herbal tea, and Robin. But
Yeah.
so anyway, I
Yeah.
yeah, and I haven't done.
Jill says I love with Ruibos. Oh, did you see what I named our podcast this episode?
No, I didn't even look.
I call it like monsoon season. What did I call it? It's monsoon season. Jill just said, "What's with the monsoon reference? Send me rain." We're having monsoonal storms every night.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, but then it's still hot.
Yeah. Well, we had rain this last week every day for just a little, thing. In
Mhm.
fact, today's the first day we haven't had it for the past week. But we got that wind. We actually have wind warnings, you guys, till 10 o'clock tonight. So
Mhm.
when I put my yarn out, boy, I stacked rocks against the thing to
Oh, keep it
blow it
from
over. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
we get thunderstorms. We're getting thunderstorms every night, like loud thunder, like loud, loud, loud. It's
ooh.
but it's then it like pours for a solid, I don't know, sometimes 30 minutes, maybe an hour, and then it's done. And then the next day it's super hot again. You would think that that much water would cool it down, but it doesn't.
That makes you have high humidity, doesn't it? Are you guys having high humidity?
During it,
We
yes.
don't. Utah, even if it could pour every day and we get no humidity. Utah
Well, we
does
get
not.
humidity for a little bit after it rains and then no more humidity.
Yeah.
Just
Can you
long enough.
can you hear her,
Uh-uh.
Luna? She
Uh-uh.
is
No, but
she
I see her moving and that's a little creepy.
she turned
That's
around.
like a little alien.
She runs into my fan and then she backs up and she jumps around and she talks to it and then she finally turns away. Oh, she's fun.
Oh.
I mean, at least it's
Jill,
like
Rusty
having.
is okay with the thunder. Sorry. Yeah, Jill asked if Rusty was okay with the thunder. He's fine. He doesn't like fireworks, but he's fine with thunder.
On Coco hides. When the minute the thunder starts, we don't see Coco. So,
Mm,
and Coco doesn't like the fireworks either. So
yeah.
she's glad that season is over because
We've
we don't only have it on the 4th of July, you guys. We have it on the 24th of July. The
True
state put it
Pioneer
in
Day.
Utah. So, yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
And they celebrate for like 4 days straight here, even though they're not supposed to. They
No, they
still,
can. 3 before and 3 after.
yeah.
That's the law.
Is that it?
Yep, 3 before and 3 after. You get a whole week. Same with 4th of July. 3 before and 3 after.
Yeah, and they used to be able to set up when I was a kid. They set up the 4th of July stands like in the middle of June. Now they can only set them up like a week before. Is that 3 before and 3 after?
I think it's a week before for selling them, but you can only set them off 3 before and 3 after, I
Well,
believe.
they take full advantage of it here. So,
Yeah.
but anyway, otherwise, yeah, nothing's going on here. Um, let's think. Let me think. No,
I'll show off my little
yeah, show off your little things.
the leopard gecko. So our my good friend teacher in the biology department or in the science department, she's doing advanced bio this year and having our kids taking care of a an albino leopard gecko. So I found a file to make leopard geckos. This was my first attempt. I just want to see how it worked. Now I'm attempting to make albino looking ones. We'll see how they look, but they're so cute. Look at that little face. It's so cute. And then I also have gators. Well, actually, it's a crocodile, but we're calling it a gator because Dave's school colors, his master's was University of Florida, and they're the Gators. So I made gators for him
Oh,
in the
those
colors.
colors?
Yep.
Oh.
Blue and orange. And then axolotls. I made some axolotls today, this week too. I took Thursday off because I had some appointments I had to do. So I made sure my printers were running all day, and they've been running since then. But aren't these cute? They're so cute. I'm making some unicorns right now, as well as I'm trying the albino. That's the filament that keeps getting stuck though. So I need to mess with that and see if it's maybe I need to switch printers or switch drawers. But yes, so that's what I've been doing. I'm doing homework. And then people at school are ordering scrunchies. So I'm trying to fulfill those orders for the colors they want. When I'm
Oh.
crocheting, it's that and bandanas
So you can take orders at school?
from teachers.
Oh, okay, from teachers.
That's, we know how to, yes. It's not the same as kids.
No,
And it's not like I'm soliciting.
right.
I'm not soliciting at all. It's
Okay.
just people are like, that's cute. Oh, thanks. I made it. Can you make me one? Okay. You know,
Okay.
that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got one of your scrunchies in.
You
Can
do? Yes, because I sent you velvet ones.
Black
You're
or
right, but
blue? This is the
velvet.
blue. And then you sent me a pink one.
Maroon.
Pink. It's bright pink.
Didn't I send you the maroon one?
No, you sent me a bright pink. It actually matches my other pink that I already had.
This color?
Nope.
I didn't send you one of these ones?
Nope.
Oh, that's the one I sent you. I sent you bright pink.
Uh-huh.
I did not remember sending you bright pink.
Hold on, I'll go get it.
Oh, I just didn't remember that's what I sent you. That's all. I thought I sent her the maroon and the blue because those are the ones I have the most of because they came from the big skeins like this. See if she makes it back and doesn't get run over by Luna. So anyway, happy Saturday, everyone. We don't have a lot to show and talk about tonight, I don't think. It's just been kind of boring for us right now. How's life with everyone who's watching? How's everything going with y'all?
That was a long walk.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
No, that's the maroon one. That's
Pink.
cool colors.
It's pink.
No, it's maroon.
And you guys, it's got a really hefty rubber band in it, but I could get it around 3 times. Yeah.
It's not pink. The color is called
Oh, look at, I have something hanging out.
pomegranate. Oh, how did that happen?
I don't know.
That's probably where I tied it off, and I probably
Didn't weave it back in.
no, I probably did weave it back in, but it might have popped out. But the color is called pomegranate.
Okay.
Okay, pomegranates aren't pink. They're more of a reddish.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Anyway,
this is like my school colors. I have 2 more skeins of this because this is the one that's really popular in this area because everyone's an eagle.
oh,
Yes, I'm still making bandanas, Jill. I sold quite a few of them actually on Saturday. I changed the way I'm displaying them and it helped. I bought
good.
skirt hangers. Like the cheap skirt hangers.
Okay.
Or pants hangers that, yeah, and we hung them on the edge of the tent and people could see them. And so, yeah, they
Yeah.
bought some. It was
Well,
nice.
that's why people, when they make shawls and stuff, they like them draped over a mannequin.
Mummy or
People can
mannequin.
see, yeah, what
Mhm.
they look like because yeah, or they make sweaters and they sell better if they're hung, not folded.
I did have people ask me if they were underwear or bathing suits. Like, no, no,
You
you
should
have to
say,
be very flat for that to be a bathing suit top. Like you'd have to have nothing here. They're
well,
not big enough for that.
one now when you say that, I saw a girl today on Instagram that was short that had one that, but it was a top, but it was
Mhm.
solid. She had knitted it solid, and it came
Mhm.
down to the point, and somehow she had it looked like she had also at the point weaved and then put it looked like she tied it around the bottom too
Oh,
to
okay.
hold it down.
Yeah, I've
So
seen a few like the halt. It's like a halter top.
yeah, except it went in a V. It
Yeah,
went,
yeah, yeah.
and I
I've
thought,
seen people make those. Yeah, I couldn't wear that. I wouldn't be comfortable in that. But if you're
no,
comfortable in
like
that,
you said, if you're a smaller breasted person, yes, but bigger, it would
but
be,
if you need support, that is not it.
no.
That
So
is not supportive at all. Yeah.
you should say, yeah, it's a string bikini, a topless string bikini.
It's like, well, if you want to wear it as that, I'm not, once you buy it, I'm not going to judge, but you got to buy it to try it.
That's right.
Oh,
Hmm.
Jill says she's packing, doing laundry and packing to go to New Orleans.
Oh, to
Exciting.
see Kelsey and the boys.
Gonna
Nice.
be hot and humid there. Although
Oh,
I suppose it's hot and humid where you are,
that's the story.
or at least hot where you are. Maybe not humid.
Yep. So
Yeah.
yeah, we don't get humidity. I'm really glad we didn't in Montana either. In fact, Montana, especially Helen, remember how dry it was? We used to have to put lotion on because
I have to do that here.
yeah.
Like
Well,
my elbows. That's where
yeah,
I get is my
this
elbows. I
elbow,
get a little dry patch.
right?
Yeah.
I get it right back in so because this is the elbow I lean on. And when I used to work, you guys, I wore a long sleeve shirt, and this is the elbow I always
You
wore.
wore out.
Yep, and I'd have to throw them away because the way
Oh,
I
it's me.
so anyway, are we on to what we have in our shop? I know you don't
Yeah.
do in
I
your
don't have anything new in my shop, so it's you, Mama.
yes, you guys, this week I ordered and I got in DK. I'm actually selling DK. I'm not the well, I'm offering it in all of my clubs right now, but I just dyed yarn this week to put in this DK. And the way I did it, I started with, and I haven't got them in it yet. I'm going to put them in tomorrow, but I started with colorways that are in my shop and others are my best sellers. So I have what is this, Amber? Do you know?
Exploding TARDIS.
Floating TARDIS. And then Jill might know this one. It's her favorite.
Love on the Rocks, isn't it?
Mhm.
I'm like, I know those two. You talk about those ones all the time.
Okay. Do you know that one?
Nebula?
Yes, it's Nebula. Very good. Then this is another favorite. You might know it.
I do, but I can't think of the. Oh, wait. Is it a song?
Yes.
I can't remember which one it is.
September Morn.
Oh, September Morn. Okay.
And
That's
this
a
I have
song.
in mine.
I didn't know
And
that
then
was.
this I brought back because I'm bringing it back because Christmas is coming. This is my Hawaiian Christmas. So
Oh, Jill knew September Morn. She just, her
and then
comment just
this
popped
is
up.
a new one, and Jill might know this one because I think Jill bought one of these, but I went with this one. It's Starry Starry Night.
Oh, okay.
Teal, uh, teal, black, and purple, I think. No, teal, Cabernet, and midnight blue. Boy, was I off. But anyway, you can see it more in the sunlight, the blues. But anyway, those are the ones I'll be putting in tomorrow. Those are my start on my DK. I know DK is a popular one. These have 230 yards. So they're close to my worsted. My worsted has 218 yards. That's just how they go. If you go into like the 192 yards, that's Aran weight. So DK and worsted in the light, what they call a light worsted. So,
Mm.
but that worsted we've always used. We've always used that one. So anyway, so yeah, so and it's called Savannah. My Savannah DK. And
Nice.
Savannah is another cat out there.
Oh, hi, Lori. Welcome.
So
Lori
anyway,
Armstrong's on now, Mama.
Lori,
Hi,
yeah,
Lori.
I didn't email everybody that um we were going to be on. I just didn't get around to that today because I wanted to get these dyed and outside so they dry in that wind, and they dried like in 3 hours
Well, that's
because
not
it was so windy and the sun was out. So yeah, and now I've got a yarn up my nose.
bad.
But
Excuse me. I'm so sorry. I
yeah,
don't
this
think it's so
heat,
yawning.
I've been tireder lately than usual too. More tired. More tired. You like that? I don't think that's proper English. I've been more tired. I've been
Tireder or
tired.
more tired, tireder, tiredest. I don't know. I'm not
Good,
an
better,
English
best.
teacher.
Remember that? Good, better, best. Never let it rest. Tell the good is better and the better best.
I don't know what that is.
We learned that in high school or maybe
Oh, I'm like
grade school back in the day.
back in the 1900s.
Yes. When we used the little race board, what do they call it? It was a chalkboard. Everybody had chalkboards.
A
That's what people,
slate.
yeah, that's what they used to use in the one school. Your dad actually was in West Virginia, went to a one room schoolhouse.
Schoolhouse.
They had all 7 or all 8 grades in that one because it was such a small town. Yeah. And his family, the 7 kids, took up probably half of it.
Well, hi, Maritza. Welcome. Thank you
So,
for joining us, guys.
yeah, because my hands are sticky. I mean,
You're so sweaty all the time.
the
'Cause
yarn,
you run
that's,
hot, your hands run sticky.
I run hot.
I run hot too, but I don't get the sweatiness. Like, I don't
Like,
get the sticky hands like you do.
yeah,
I mean, because I'm hot all day long at school, especially. It's
yeah.
so hot in my classroom.
I haven't got that fixed yet. Or yeah, that's right. You've got
We have a
swamp.
swamp cooler, and when it's above 90, but I
Yeah.
did order myself a desk fan. So like when I'm sitting at my desk, it just sits on my desk and aims at me because I have a fan in my classroom, but it's in my classroom, to help.
Is it one that rotates?
Yeah, I have a pedestal one. And the desk one I got is one of the bladeless ones. It doesn't have any blades, but it had really good reviews. So I
Oh,
don't know how it pushes the air, but it doesn't have any blades.
well, it's probably like those
Like a
ion
Dyson.
ion towers you get that's for heat, and it has a fan but not blades, but it pushes the air out.
Yeah, this one has a big open circle in the middle. There's no blades in it. Let me show you with the picture what it looks like, because it's going to be interesting. It got delivered today, but it's in our mailbox and I haven't got a
You
chance.
haven't used it yet.
No, this is what it looks like. See, it's got no blades. It's got an opening in the middle.
So
And
maybe
the
the
review,
blades are down below, and maybe they push it up into that handle.
I don't know. It's called, I don't know. It's bladeless. It just says desk fan bladeless. And the reviews, it has 4 out of 5 stars with 1,600 reviews. So, I mean, that's not bad.
No, no.
So we'll see how it goes. It's a USB plug too, so I'll probably have to plug it into my computer.
Or take one of the ports to work school.
That's
So
true. I've got a whole package of those. I bought a 10 pack of them.
we have 'em all over the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because everything nowadays comes with those, and you have to have that. I mean, nobody comes with a
No,
plug-in.
they used to all come with that. They used to come with the block.
They
Now
did,
they
and
don't
now
come
they
with the
don't.
block.
No,
It's another way to get more money out of us.
yep. And you, like you said, you can plug it into your computer, but
Yeah. Or I mean, we have 2 USB ports in our kitchen island. The plug that they put in has 2 USB ports too. We can plug USB items into our
okay,
kitchen.
that's like the plug-in thing Jeff got for there. It actually plugs in, but it has 2 USB ports, and it has regular ports things, regular plug-ins, and it has the other. Aren't there 2 different kind of
There's
USB?
USB and there's USB-C.
Yeah, it has both. So
Our Macs have USB-C.
I was gonna say our apples take different than
Mm.
computers do. So
Yeah. But like this is ours. It's actually the plug, the actual plug.
that's really in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Robin has that too in her kitchen on the
Right.
counter. Yeah.
Right.
They're
But you
doing that more in houses now.
got houses. You have a brand new house too.
That
Going
is
to
true.
go.
I
Yeah.
know we've been in here a year. In like a week, we'll have been in here a year,
Yeah.
which is
Oh.
crazy. This is the longest we've lived in a house since we've been married. Like in one that we've owned
This is the third house you've owned, yes.
in 4 years. This is the third house we've owned. But I feel like we're gonna be here a while. I think they like us, so maybe we'll be in this house more than 2 years. I mean, a lot can change in a year, but
Yeah.
at least it's increased in price. So if we sell it, we should make a little money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And we
Um,
got escrow back last week. We overpaid an escrow. It was an unexpected check because you pay escrow through the year in your loan.
Oh,
And if you
okay.
overpay at the end of your year, they send you money back.
Well, isn't escrow what you pay before you buy a house?
That's part of, but you prepay escrow on your loan too. I don't know how it works. I just know that we got some back. Um,
Okay.
Jill said she's from the 1900s as well. Me too. Me too. Um, not as early 1900s as you are, but
That's true. That's true.
I'm like, I graduated in high school, and I joke with my students that I'm like, yeah, back in the 1900s when I graduated high school, things were different. Like 2 years later was not the 1900s anymore, but I was still in the 1900s.
That's right.
Lori says she's working on a crochet mosaic blanket with Christmas colors. Oh, I bet that'll be pretty. Those mosaic blankets are pretty.
Mhm.
I haven't been able to do that at all. I haven't tried. I don't know if I have the patience. I'm lucky that I can follow small patterns sometimes because I
I
get,
don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it when you have to keep changing.
well, and I get bored.
I'm not good with,
Bigger things. I like small projects. I get bored easy.
yeah, that's why I do lots of dishcloths.
Hmm.
Take an hour and you're done.
That's why I like the bandanas. They're an hour and a half to 2 hours, it's not, and same with the scrunchies. They're less than an hour.
Yeah, the
Like,
scrunchies would be.
nice. Can you hear me playing with this?
Yeah, I can hear the squeaky. It looks like a flying saucer.
It does kind of, but I mean, really, it's flat. And look, you can also do this with it.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Okay, hands off.
Doesn't take much to keep you occupied.
Oh, it's been a long week and I get
Okay.
tired easily and entertained easy.
I just noticed over here I have some tie-dye that I have to
Need to
work.
rinse out.
Yeah, well, I made Ashley ordered 3 special ones and she wanted them. Her her boss is having a baby in November and they are doing the room in Taylor Swift's colors of some album that's like light pinks and light greens and light, so she wanted the things to match. Well,
Oh.
it's very hard in tie-dye to do light when you want to.
Saturate a lot.
Yeah. So I did this and then I did 3 of them and 2 looked kind of alike. So this one had a lot of white on it. So I took it, I really diluted a bunch of green, light green. And so I put it on in the white spaces. So we'll see how it looks.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, okay. But otherwise, what are you doing this week? And now next Saturday you do the thing again.
Yes. And then we have one more Saturday before it's over for the season, and then we just do the special shows. So there's one in I think the middle of October. And it won't actually be in the park, it'll be by a church. She'll give us more information about that one. And then we have the Day of the Dead one, and then we have the Christmas market on November 19th.
Are any of those inside? I mean, I know you're in New Mexico and you don't get a lot of snow or anything,
Should be
so.
fine in November, I think. Well, we made a decision about Thanksgiving, about what we're gonna do for Thanksgiving. We're going to Mexico
Okay, why?
because we had a whole bunch of different trips that we got for free. We just have to pay like the fees. So we're taking one and we're going to Mexico. We're going to Tecate. It's a little bit north of Tijuana. It's a border town in California. But it's a
Oh,
really nice, well, it's a really nice resort that we're going to. It's all inclusive. We're gonna drive there. It's about 11 and a half hour drive, so we're gonna drive all day to get there. But it'll be warmer than here. And it's got like a pool and stuff, and there's like outings you can take and just different things you can do, and just we're just excited it'll be fun, you know? Let's have experiences. We don't have kids, so let's have experiences
right, that's true.
and take memories, you know?
That's right.
So yeah.
Mexico.
Yeah. We got our passport. We've been to Mexico before.
Yeah, but Cancun, a little bit safer. Border towns are sometimes a little, you know,
Oh, this has been named a magical city, I guess, by the city of Mexico or by the country of Mexico. It's part of their magical cities program or whatever. It's a really good place to go visit, I guess. There's a lot of historical things there, and you know, if we drive too, we can drive. Dave was like, we'll be close enough to San Diego. We could go to the San Diego Zoo. We can cross the border and go to San Diego and come back. Or,
well,
you know,
that close.
yeah,
Down in California way.
yeah.
Oh,
It's in Southern California. It's like a
oh,
border in SoCal. Like it's like near Tijuana. It's basically in Baja.
probably by Oceanside and stuff.
I
Oceanside.
thought it was a little bit further in.
Camp Pendleton is where your dad was a Marine.
I said, do you know where Baja is?
Yes, it's down farther. Yes.
Yeah, this is like,
Baja is actually in Mexico.
well, there's Baja, California and Baja, Mexico. It splits it in half. So Tecate is part of Baja, Mexico. Yes. Yeah. So like Dave was like, you know, we could just drive in, drive back. We've got our passports. Who
Well, I know
cares?
Mom and Dad used to go to Arizona
Mm-hmm.
by the border. They used to cross the border all the time to go to the different they had bus trips to go because
Mm-hmm.
you know sometimes it's not safe to take your car in. We used to park when I lived in California when I was younger, and we'd go to Tijuana. We'd park our cars on this side of the border, and then we'd walk across actually, or you could take a bus. They had a bus that went across. So, but
I don't know.
yeah,
I mean, we're young.
yeah, you'll
We've
be.
got time.
So you coming here for Christmas then?
We haven't decided yet.
So what are you doing with the animals?
We're gonna probably have to board Rusty.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll have to pay to board him because that's really the only thing we can do. I mean,
Are
we
you
could,
going for the 4 days?
no, it's a week.
Ooh, 7 days. That's going to be expensive boarding.
Mm,
Not cheap to board anymore.
no, but I mean, this whole trip right now is only $400 for the resort and stuff. Then we have to pay the gas to get there and the gas home. And
Oh, I
but
thought it was free.
well, it's free, but we had to pay like the fees and stuff. Like that's what the fees,
Okay.
resorts all have fees. So it's a free,
Get all your food and all that stuff, right?
but it's all included. Yeah, because it's an all-inclusive resort. So we can eat there, we can drink there, we can swim there. We could stay on the resort the whole time.
Oh, like when Amber or Robin when they went to Taiwan. Taiwan? Thailand.
Mhm.
It was all inclusive.
That's
They
what
did,
ours was in Cancun too.
yeah, they did it. Oh yeah. You did everything right there.
Mm-hmm.
You went off, didn't you? You went to some of the temples, to some of the
We paid for excursions.
yeah,
That was not included in the all-inclusive.
right.
Like,
Right.
because we went to Chichen Itza and we went swimming with the turtles and went to a couple of cenotes and went swimming. Um,
Did you go into some cenotes?
well,
Does
yeah,
it did you
one
go
was
down?
yes.
Oh,
One
they
one
would
we
have
had
got
to
me down.
wear one we had to wear life jackets with because they didn't know where the bottom was.
Right.
Found the bottom of that one. And people were jumping in. I was not. I very carefully got in, stayed near the side. I've seen enough movies.
That's right.
The other one was only about like this. It wasn't super deep and it was super clear and you could see everything around you. There was little fishies in it, like the little fishies that when you go get a pedicure that has the fish that eat the skin off your feet. It was those kind of fish.
Oh,
That one was really warm. I mean, they were both pretty warm, but that one did not scare me. The deep one, because it was black.
yeah.
And they had lights hung around because really we were down. We had
Yeah,
to walk down a huge stairway to get down into it.
That way you didn't have to pelt down.
Yeah, no, that one they carved a stairway because it was part of like a water park, basically. They had other things you could go to, but it was part of our excursion to the or to not dolphins, to the turtles. So we stopped there and did that. I think it was before the turtles. So we just went into the cenote and then came out. I mean, it was fun. It was fun, but Dave is braver than me. He jumped off the sides into the water. I could not do. Like just thinking about that right now, my stomach is hurting.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like diving boards either. I'm not a big water fan.
Well, no, I
Really,
haven't.
I've never been.
No.
Water scares me.
At
And
least you know how to swim.
kind of. I mean, I can float on my back. I'm
We
pretty
used
good
to
at floating on
swim
my
all
back.
over. In California, you and Topher.
I can kind of swim, but I don't like to get my face wet. So it's
Yeah, I
some
don't either. That's my big thing. I don't
well
like.
with contacts.
How were you on? Did you snorkel with the turtles? So you had to put your face in. Was that scary? That was weird. Yeah, that's why I've never snorkeled, even when we went to Hawaii. I'm
Well,
not.
and the water was really rough too on that one. I couldn't swim. I couldn't keep up with the group. So our guide actually had me they bring a board with them that you can get onto and helped pull me out because I was not strong enough. My arms are not strong enough to go against. I mean, I understand how people die in the ocean. I get it.
Yeah,
I mean, we
you
had
went.
life jackets on, but
I wouldn't. I'm sorry. I like something underneath my feet.
mhm. Well, the water was not super deep, honestly. When we went out for the turtles, we weren't in super deep water, but it was just getting to swim out as far as where the dolphins are, keep saying dolphins, where the turtles are was scary for me. Just
Yeah.
sorry, just thinking about it. It was, I mean, it's just like when we went to sea camp and we swam with sharks. I mean, I did it because I was the adult and I had to be the adult in the room. But it was hard because a leopard shark swam right underneath me.
When did you go to sea camp and
When
swim
we
with?
lived in Arizona,
Oh,
remember we went to California and Dave and I were chaperones for sea camp. We went to Catalina.
I didn't know you swim with the sharks. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, we snorkeled. We snorkeled with the kids. I mean, I was fine swimming. The water wasn't bad there, but I also got to hold the board because I was one of the adults. So I got to hold the board for kids if they needed to come swim with me. That one wasn't as bad. But yeah, they were like pointing, pointing, pointing. And then I looked down with my camera actually, and I have a picture of it. I got my camera down in the water right at the perfect time and took the picture of the leopard shark going underneath. It was only like this long. Like it
Oh,
wasn't huge, and leopard sharks don't eat people,
no.
but it's still a shark.
Yeah, it's a little shark.
But yeah. Jill said, I hate getting my face wet too. It's a thing. Well, and it's for me, it's my contacts. Because
Oh,
if my face gets wet, I get a little water here and I wipe my eye. It may seem like nothing, but I can flick my contact out.
yeah,
And
and
then
then you
I'm
can't see.
dead weight.
Yeah.
If I don't have my contacts in, just leave me to die.
Yeah, that's how I used to be too before I got my and I think maybe that was part of my problem too because I couldn't see. And even in the a swimming pool, I didn't have my glasses on and I couldn't see. And it's like it's
Well, I
very
didn't realize how bad it was, how like it felt how alienating it is to be blind. This is gonna sound awful, but so I had an eye doctor appointment on Thursday afternoon. That was one of the things I did because I took the day off. Was did my eye doctor's appointment, and the doctor took my glasses because he wanted to measure them, and he left me in the room, but he left the door open so I could hear people walking in the hall, and I could see them, kind of.
you could see the motion.
I could see the motion, but I just like it started. I honestly almost freaked out a bit because I was like, this just feels so alienating. And I understand what it must have felt like before glasses were invented. What people who went blind, how
Yep,
they
it
must have
would have went
felt.
blind.
Because
Yeah,
I'm
it
like,
would.
I can't do anything. I
Yeah,
wouldn't make it out of here. I can't drive home.
right. Yeah, that's how I was. I couldn't even probably gone downstairs because you can't see the steps,
Right.
so you wouldn't know where they were. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
I think I could
that's
make it
why.
through my house because I'm used to it. But like
Right.
anywhere else, I just no, I'd be lost.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember, I think that's why when I grew up, I was so scared of the dark because you cannot see anything in the dark, anything, and any movement, you don't know what it is. I mean, it could be a curtain with the wind blowing, but you don't know that because all
And
you
it's the
see,
time it takes to get your glasses, someone could murder you.
that's right. And you could knock the glasses off and then not
And
find
you would
them.
have no idea.
Yeah.
You'd be
But
dead.
now, since I had my things, I can actually, see. I can see, I know it's you and I know it's me. And that thing, and like I said, I know my house and stuff. And I could actually drive. It would be scary, but I could drive because I could see where the cars were and but I would never want to do that. But in an emergency, if my glasses got broke and nobody
Mhm.
was here and it was the end of the world, I would.
You would probably survive. I would not. I mean, the doctor was trying to explain something to me and he still had my glasses and he was talking to me. He's pointing to something on the wall and I'm like, I can't see anything you're talking about. And he's like, oh yeah, huh? And handed me my glasses. I'm like, I got nothing because we were talking about they can do a surgery that's similar to the cataract surgery now, where they
Huh?
basically put lenses inside your eyes.
Okay, like they did
So he
mine.
was showing me. But like they don't take out your old lens like they did for you. They took out your old lens because it had the cataract and put a whole new one. This one they put it in between like your cornea and that lens. Like they're basically depositing a contact in your eye. And so he's trying to show me about that. And I was like, well, yeah, that's great. And he's like, it's like 3,000 an eye. And I'm like,
And your insurance won't pay for that because it's called cosmetic surgery.
cosmetic. Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. He's like, well,
Yeah,
so is that
cataracts,
something you'd
then you
be
could.
interested in? And I'm like, yeah, but I can't afford that. He's like, okay, so if you win the lottery, this is a good idea. Let's talk about your contacts. I'm like,
Say if I ever get cataracts, say my mom got them in her 40s.
I know. I told him that. I was like, I'm pushing for cataracts. That's why he talked about that. I was like, my mom was like 47, 48.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I
You'll
was
get
like, could happen,
it.
but
So,
no hint. No hint.
and then Robin and Christy both have them.
But they're both older than me by
Yeah,
7 and 10 years. I mean, I could still get them.
right. But Robin got them, and Christy, they've had them Robin's had them since she's been out here. So they've been here, what, 8 years?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
interesting.
hi. Hi, Mary. Welcome.
Yes.
Yes. I hope you liked your dragons. They should have gotten there this week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. You
Yeah,
did. So,
that's true. But yeah, nothing. Not even a hint of cataract starting in my eyes. It's a blessing and a curse, Mom.
I know. I know.
Curse. I'm like, because I was like, if I get cataracts, my insurance will cover that. That's
Yes.
a medical necessity. But no, but he coded my contacts as medically necessary. So my insurance actually might cover all but like $25 of them.
I thought they did and did
They
your
did that in Idaho. This is a
yeah.
different insurance though.
Oh,
So last year we went to Walmart and Walmart doesn't code because they weren't affiliated with our insurance company. So we went to someone who's affiliated with Davis Vision this year because that's who my vision is through. So I paid a $10 copay for my exam, which was great. And then yeah, if they do have to do a pre-approval process. But once that pre-approval goes through, I can order my contacts, which are dailies, which are like $600 or $700. They covered them completely in Idaho, except for $25. So I'm hoping that they'll cover them mostly here because it's not cheap.
no.
But I haven't had any eye infections since I went to dailies.
Yeah, remember I had to go to dailies in one eye and I could do the weeklies in the other. But that one eye, but my eyes were different. See, one's nearsighted and one's farsighted. And I don't know how and I'm having trouble in the nearsighted eye because I can read without my glasses. Because
Yes.
so yeah.
He
Yeah.
talked to me about a toric lens for my left eye, but toric, which is for astigmatism, they don't make those in dailies. I'd have to do monthlies, and I'm really loving having dailies. It's
Yes,
just
right. And
nice.
that's why they didn't mind in monthlies because I had a little bit of stigmatism. But then my stigmatism, you guys, went away. I remember Dr. Myers saying he couldn't hardly believe it because that never happens. People, when they once have stigmatism, they have it forever.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
yeah. Mine is a little bit worse. My astigmatism has gotten a little bit worse.
yeah.
Uh, so, but I mean, I'm happy. Like I don't feel like my eyes need to make up for it. He said when they were doing the lenses, it like my left eye kept wanting to tend towards the astigmatism for glasses, and I'm like, for glasses, yes. For my contacts, though, it's a different math. The math
Right.
doesn't.
They're closer to your eye, yes.
Mm.
Yes, and I could always see better with my contacts, but I just got, as you get older, you kind of get out of the habit of wanting to put them in every day and, and I don't know.
Mm. I don't know. I do not see as well with my glasses. My prescription is not too far off from my. It's only gone up like a quarter of a diopter or half a diopter, so it's not a big deal. So I'm like, if
Right,
I'm only wearing those at night or an
right.
emergency situation, I don't care. Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy, Mary. She said the dragons are gorgeous.
Oh, good. I'm glad you got them. Like them.
Jill said she had too much protein buildup in your eyes. Maybe that's what he told me. LASIK. They can do LASIK, like they do LASIK through this place, but he's like, your eyes, no, you can't do LASIK. My eyes
Yeah,
are bad. After
yeah,
like -7, I'd still have to wear glasses or contacts. So
yeah.
yeah.
And
So
then
maybe
after LASIK,
someday,
yeah,
if we
yeah,
save up money, I could do that other surgery. If I'm never going to get cataracts, I really thought I would because, I am your daughter in so many ways.
right.
So similar to you in so many ways.
I know, I
And
know. And
the
yet,
other ones are the ones getting cataracts.
that's
Well,
right.
not Jeff though.
Well, Jeff's got a little starter one, they said, but nothing to worry about. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, eventually everyone gets
Yeah, he's
cataracts.
got your dad's eyes.
Yeah.
But he's like your dad. He has to wear them for the stigma
Reading. Oh,
reading. Yeah,
astigmatism. Yes.
because it
Dave
gets,
too.
yeah,
He has an astigmatism. I mean, his glasses aren't a huge prescription, but
yeah,
if he doesn't have them, um, then he gets headaches
yeah,
because of astigmatism.
yeah. You get headaches.
Oh, Jill said she had too much protein built up for contacts. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, easy. But anyway, anything else going on?
No, I'm tired. School started and like I feel like it's already sapped all my energy for the whole year. It's only been 3.5 weeks, but my kids are awesome. I do want to say that. I don't know if I said this last time. I don't know if I had experienced it yet, but I feel like my kids this year are working harder in the past 3.5 weeks than my kids worked ever last year. Like ever. My kids are willing, like I've only had a few, I don't want to do this. Last year, like half the class be like, we have to do this. Is this for a grade? Do we have to? Like this year, I'm not really hearing that. But last year from day one, I heard that.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh, Mary said, I just can't imagine purposely putting something in my eyes. You know what? You get used to it. If you want to, I mean, Dave can't wear contacts though. We've tried. We can't put him in his eyes because he can't have a finger come towards his eye. He just can't.
I know. See, and when I first got them, you guys, I was a junior in high school, or junior going into my senior year. And contacts back in those days were called hard contacts because they were hard contacts. They were
It's
made out of heavy plastic. And you wore them forever. I mean, you didn't change them like daily or whatever. You wash and whatever. And if they chipped, I had a few that chipped and you still wore them. And they were harder to get used to.
Mhm.
Now the thinner contacts, because I have had the thinner too. I had them since I've lived in this house, in fact. Through Dr. Myers, I got them.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And they're just way different. I mean, it's like having nothing in your eye compared to what we had before. But I remember before I got them, I'd take my eye and I'd put my finger in my eye to try and get used to having it on my eyeball. You guys.
Yes.
And my parents, well, they were expensive back in those days, but our house insurance covered them. So a
That's
couple times,
interesting.
yeah, I know. A couple times they fell out and they got stepped on or they got chipped or whatever, and our house insurance paid for new sets for them. So
Wow,
yeah,
that's crazy.
yeah.
Hmm.
And back in those days, they were like about $300. But so that is like over, well, about 1,000, 1,500 now, but
Yeah.
we're probably considered, I don't know, part of property or
I
something.
don't know. Yeah.
But yeah.
Weird. Oh yeah. By the way, Jill, no crocheting this week. I didn't crochet a lot this week. Sorry, I'm going back to an earlier question. She said no crochet this week. I couldn't see the question mark on it. I thought you had said no crochet this week, like you didn't crochet or you weren't going to crochet.
And I just did dishcloth and they're just white dishcloth, same old, you
Yeah.
know. So,
I
but
mean, I've been working on special orders for people. Yeah.
yeah,
Um, and Mary, you're welcome. She said, I so appreciate you making a special order for me. If I can, I always will. I don't mind special orders. I
right.
made Jill one too. I made her phone pillow.
That's right. How did she like our phone pillow?
I don't know. I haven't seen. I was watching for it, but I couldn't see anything. But I might have just missed it. That happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
because Jill, you're not a certain day every week now. You're just kind of here and there when you want to, which is great, you
mhm.
know. But and because YouTube is supposed to inform me when you come on, but it doesn't till about an hour later. So it's hard to catch a live
Yeah,
sometimes.
and I tried to go back and watch some of the ones that you had posted,
Yeah,
and I did watch some of your Happy Mail.
yeah. And I've not been watching the mysteries. I'm not into the mystery books. I mean the because hers are
Into
real,
Crime.
crime, yes. But I have been watching a bunch of the I think it's Netflix that's been releasing those crime films different. I watched the Lacey Peterson
Oh, the
one,
Lacey Peterson one. Yeah.
and I watched one other one. So I wanted to watch that one. They had that one about, I started to watch it about the Instagram murder, about the, what do they call them? They used to call if you wanted to be a,
The influencers.
yes, she was an influencer.
Yeah, I started watching that about 5 minutes in. We turned it off because of how many F-bombs they said.
Yeah, well, because it
I'm
was,
like, it was just,
that
too,
was,
it was,
yeah,
yeah,
what they were like.
yeah.
So, yeah, so I just never did get into that one either. But I did watch the Lace Peterson and I watched that other one that Jill did a book about. In fact, the
Mm.
movie, the
Yes,
child,
the Murdaugh murders.
yeah,
Murdaugh?
that
Yes.
was really good. That was a good movie. They,
Did you see the new Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix, Mom? Have you watched those ones yet? They're more like watching a true crime documentary than the old school Unsolved Mysteries were. And I
oh,
believe
okay.
we're at 2 to 3 seasons right now. I can't remember. And a new one is coming soon, I think. And they're longer than
Oh,
Unsolved Mysteries were. It feels like, because it was made for Netflix, so they really don't have a time limit.
commercials. Yeah,
Yeah.
the others had commercials. All those
Yeah.
commercials. So they
We've been
were,
watching the old school ones on Peacock.
yes, they're on Peacock. Yes, and I have Peacock. Yes.
It's fun watching them because then you get to see if they have an update. Because even if it's a recent update, they'll have an update on it. And so you get to see if they actually found someone who was lost or if they solved a crime and it's like, oh, they did solve it. That's awesome.
I used to like cold cases. I used
Mm-hmm.
to watch the cold cases. That
Yeah,
was that was fun.
good one
That was
too.
fun.
Yeah.
It was interesting. So uh,
Lori said school was so exhausting this week. I had early morning staff meeting Wednesday, PTSA meeting Thursday night, and football game last night. I'm taking today to really relax. Oh, I understand.
yep, she's a teacher too.
Yes. Um, let's see. Oh, Jill, you showed it on your live. I don't remember which one you showed it on. I didn't see it. I'll have to go back and watch some more of them because I missed all of them. The pillow, the phone pillow.
Right.
And Jill just said maybe a new trial for Murdaugh. Goodness.
Oh, oh, that'll be interesting.
Oh, and Mary says she said I enjoy watching Deadly Woman on the ID channel. Women can be so vicious. The ID show I watched a lot of when we lived in Kingman was Disappeared. And Dave told me I couldn't watch it anymore the day that I said to him, if I'm ever missing, it's okay to tell them you think I'm suicidal because they'll start looking for me sooner. And he's like, you can't watch that show anymore. Because as an adult, I can legally leave whenever I want. I can just go. I don't have to tell anyone where I'm going. And it's
No,
what is it, 48 to 72 hours before they consider you missing? But if
right.
you think that they're suicidal, that time frame is gone. They look for you. And so I'm like, just tell them you think I was suicidal. Even if I have to go to like, I don't know, to go into like a ward,
For 2 hours.
for for
Oh,
72 hours, just get on a psych hold. It's fine because I'll be alive. You'll have found me. Please tell them you think I was suicidal so they will look for me. Like, yeah, you can't watch that show anymore. I'm like, but it's so interesting because some of the people who disappeared, they did find them eventually, but some they still haven't found. It's kind of
they
crazy.
got taken by the aliens.
Which aliens? The ones from the inside the earth or the ones from that are extraterrestrial?
No, the ones that are from the future.
Mm, okay, okay. It was always aliens, right? At
Yep,
least Giorgio Tsoukalos thinks it's aliens.
yep. Well, he has a lot of good points. But
Yeah.
he's a lot, especially when they talk about how a lot of stuff has been built. When it was built so long ago, people did not have that kind of technology. And yet,
Well, we don't know. We weren't there. We don't know what technology they had. A lot of stuff was lost during the Dark Ages. A lot
yeah,
of knowledge was lost during the Dark
but
Ages.
don't you think at least they'd find some machinery or something buried with the pyramid or something? I don't know.
Not necessarily, it's a different type of technology, but we don't know what technology they had. I mean, you never know.
We don't know. We weren't there yet.
I mean,
Could be.
thousands of years ago, who knows? Who knows?
It's true.
I mean, we have fossil records of things, but that doesn't mean that we know their intellect. We can say we think that
I
they,
know. I just love it when you watch dinosaur shows and they show that they had fur or they had feathers or they had. How do they know? They don't find any of that. Well, when they find a dinosaur, it's just the bones. They don't find the skin or any of that
they
kind
have
of.
found impressions of some skin,
Yeah,
but they
that,
don't know what color it was.
and they don't really know how they acted. You know
Yeah,
how they
I mean,
like that. Yeah, it's fun to watch though. Just to
mhm.
speculate.
I know.
So.
I mean, it's just like when people carbon date things. This blows my mind because
Mhm.
they talk about how long it takes for carbon, to decay. How do we know? We haven't been alive long enough for a carbon cell to decay.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I mean, yes, I know I'm a math teacher and I taught science. I still don't understand how they know. You know?
Right. And they
Like
can't carbon date. It has to be a
organic.
vegetation. Yeah, organic. They can't carbon date rocks or any of that stuff. So
No. Sorry, I'm very passionate about carbon dating because it's
yeah,
like, oh, this, like the Earth is this age. How do we know? How,
right.
I, I mean, they're like, we've done the math and we can trace it back to like the last 2 seconds before the Big Bang. How do you know that?
I know. Have you watched How the Earth Was Made? I think it's called How the Jeffrey watches it.
Oh, I don't
Uh,
know.
yeah, and it all this stuff, and you go, how do they know that? Or just like how a black hole is made, and how a black hole eats another black hole eats.
How do they know?
We
We
don't have
haven't
any
had
black
telescopes
in
long
there.
enough to observe black holes that much.
That's right. And what we see is millions of years after it happened. So
And I mean, black
supposedly
holes
we
are
don't know
just,
that. Really, we don't know.
I mean,
It's like
yeah.
how do they know that? How do they know about light travel, about light years? How do
Hmm.
they
How long
know?
it
How
takes
do
light to
they
travel.
light to travel? We're
Hmm.
not at the other end of the light, so we don't know when it was sent.
Well, but they can do that. That they can do in principle in a vacuum. They can do experiments with that and watch light travel. But sorry, guys, we got really passionate for a bit here. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
Jill says she listens to the Vanished podcast, and it floors me that people go missing in this age. Yeah, I know. Like, where are they going?
Well, I told Amber years ago, if I had children nowadays, I'd chip them all. I'd chip them all. They would all get a chip so that if they disappeared, I could know where they were. My phone would tell me where they were.
I've got a chip right here that I
Yeah,
carry with me all day, every day.
I know, but if you got kidnapped, that's the first thing they'd destroy. They'd smash your phone.
So
If
an air tag into someone's shoes.
the chip was inside you.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Mary just said, Jill, are you getting excited? I don't know if she's getting excited about the way we're talking or getting excited about going to New Orleans. Oh, either way.
Yes. Right.
You guys didn't know I was so passionate about carbon dating, did you?
No, I didn't. But it is so I mean, because we are normal people. I mean, you might be a little more intelligent than me, but we're normal people. So a lot of this stuff that goes on now is so over our heads.
Mm-hmm.
It's like your grandma and I used to talk about this, about cell phones. 10 of us can be in a room with cell phones and we all get different phone calls. How does it know to go to our phone and not yours? It's just like, okay, it's magic.
Mom, how does ibuprofen know where to go in your body to numb the pain?
Yeah, and how do they know that that's where it's going? To give you that ibuprofen.
Yeah.
How do
Oh,
they?
Jill just said, or no, it's not Jill. Lori just said, you guys might like a YouTube channel called The Why Files. I don't know. Is it just going to give me more unanswered questions? Am I going to just go, okay, you're answering that question, but how do you know that? I mean, that's why Ancient Aliens is so feasible for some people because they're like, well, archaeologists say this and that archaeologists know all that they need to know about archaeology. But how do they know they weren't there? They didn't live in that time. They don't know. Oh,
Oh,
well,
I
the
can.
rock right here symbolized this to these people 3,000 years ago. How do you know you were not there?
You need to teach a theology class.
I need to choose things to be more better things to be more passionate about.
Yeah.
These things that do not affect my daily life, but they bug me.
I know, I know. I've had things like that too all my life.
Oh, I'm just gonna look at a gator to calm myself down. Okay, what I love about these is the little bumps on the back. It's just like rubbing a diamond painting. Just like that feeling of rubbing your fingers down a diamond painting. You know how it's calming? Okay, sorry. Oh, this is philosophy according to Amber.
It is what?
Philosophy according to
Oh,
Amber.
philosophy. Okay, I thought you said phosphate, and I
No,
thought,
philosophy. Oh, oh goodness. Oh, Jill just said, oh, oh, yeah, I'm crazy. I'm sorry. There's things I'm crazy about. I'm a deeply spiritual person. I'm a religious person. I believe in religious things, but then there's things in science and I'm just like, how do you know?
well, just like in religion, it's all faith.
Yeah,
So science is
yeah.
kind of faith
Oh,
too.
Jill said she ordered a diamond painting. She ordered a DP.
Which one? Which one?
Yeah. Another Christopher Level. Oh, Christopher Levels are pretty. His are more usually more dark ones. He did the one with the lady walking in the water with like the serpent going towards her that was like all dark. I don't know if you remember that one. Um, I don't even know if I might own one. Oh, I have a Christopher Level mystery. He did the mystery one that I bought. That is like a horror mystery.
Did you do it?
I haven't done it yet, but I know what it is. You
Did
can
it-
tell what it is by looking at it.
Oh, okay.
It's obvious.
It was one of those before they started doing where you can't tell the obviousness of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them, it's hard though, even with, yeah, I like the new designs. It isn't as obvious, but this one I think still would have been obvious even with the new designs.
Oh.
It's just very obvious. Um, Lori said the Y Files guy is really good storyteller. He talks about theories like aliens that live inside the earth and time travel. Then he tries to debunk them. Okay. Yeah, I might enjoy that. Yeah. Uh,
We we used to listen to Amazing, no,
I still do Astonishing Legends.
Punishing Legends. They delve into stuff like that. And one is really for the stuff and one's not. I mean, one's a
Yeah,
debunk.
but Scott is not as much of a skeptic as he used to be
Okay.
because of the Sally
Ever
house.
since that house, yes.
Because of the Sally house. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, that's when you have a personal experience, it's hard to walk away. It's hard to say they're all fake.
yeah.
Um, Jill said, finally back in stock, girl in the water and arrow in the shoulder. That's what she got is I think arrow in the shoulder. And Mary, I have not 3D printed a Kraken, but there are a couple files I might be able to 3D print. Well, I've seen well, it's not really Kraken, it's an octopus. Wine holder you can 3D print. That's really cool. But I think there's some Kraken files out there. I can look into it for you and see what I can find. But
Yeah, because you had the Kraken, all the Kraken diamond art paintings.
I do. I do. That's one I'm working on right now is What Lies Beneath. And it's a big octopus. I don't think it's a Kraken. I think it's a big octopus. Its head is an island.
Oh, okay.
But still, it's still really cool. It's huge. And I've only done one row.
Like mine up there. My little one rowers.
I'm like, but I finally finished that big one.
Yeah,
Those
Harry
big
Potter.
ones. I finally finished both of them.
Yeah,
So,
I'm still working on the Black Cat.
yeah, that was a
Kind of.
tough one.
We're still working on it. I still got it up there. I've got the
Yeah,
bottom row done. I'm not you guys. It's dark in here, isn't it? It
it
got,
is. It's dark outside.
yes, it is. Well, it's not
Yeah.
dark yet, but it's getting dark.
Yeah. Oh, Lori said I broke down and ordered the Ophelia Talks Cal pack crochet along. I still haven't finished the one I bought 2 years ago, but it's so pretty. Mary says not the cutesy kind, but the big ugly ones. I will see what I can find. And Jill said she showed her collection last night. Oh, over diamond paintings, I bet.
Oh, okay.
Yes. That's awesome.
Friday night. Oh, on her mystery, the crime one,
On her, yeah, on her
Friday Night Crime.
true crime podcast. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Now I'm having the letdown from all of um my
Stuff.
strong opinions.
Yeah.
From my strong opinions. It could be worse. I could have strong opinions about other things that people would be offended by. So that's fine, right? It's something that nobody cares about.
That's right.
It's okay to have strong opinions about things nobody cares about,
That's right.
except for me.
Yeah. A lot
Oh,
of a lot of people probably think the same thing. Well, even on Ancient Aliens, that's what they did debunk a lot of the stuff that, like you said, archaeologists. Well, how do they know? You
yeah.
know, and and
I mean, so many things are still theories, and it's usually just the most widely accepted theory is what's put out there.
right, right.
And they make people who think other things feel stupid. And they're like, oh, they're wackos. That's not, they can't believe. I'm like, I don't know how on board I am with ancient aliens building things, but they do bring up a lot of good points about things.
They do. They do.
They do.
Remember when we went here in Vernal to the dinosaur pit
Yes.
where they had all the dinosaur bones laying on top of each other? Here in Utah, you guys, we have they said it must have washed down. There must have been a flood of some kind, and they washed down and the bones piled on top of each other. And it is very interesting, but it had to happen over hundreds and hundreds of years because they're different sediment,
Layers of
different
sediment. Yeah.
layers and stuff. So dinosaurs were on this earth a long time. And if they hadn't been wiped out by a asteroid, whatever, hit the earth, and that's kind of proven,
Mhm.
we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, it lives in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Yeah, yes. Hey, that would be a place for you guys to go. That'd be
We
interesting.
did. We did. That's where Cancun is. It's in the Yucatan Peninsula.
Oh, did you get to see the crater?
Mom, the crater is the ocean. It's the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, I thought it hit right in the middle of the thing. I thought they have a big, deep crater that hit.
No, there's one of those in Arizona, though, somewhere.
Yeah.
A big one.
Yes.
But no, the one in the Yucatan is the one they think killed the dinosaurs, and that actually created the Gulf of Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mary. She said she loves my hair color. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's
Thank
looking better
I'm a
now
very
that it's getting darker outside, and yeah, I can, but it's still more of a silvery blue. It
well,
reminds
the
me
light is shining on it.
of blue steel.
Some of my students told me I look like sadness from Inside Out.
Oh, and I haven't seen that movie yet.
Oh, it's so good, Mom. The second one was really good too. We watched the second one in theaters
It's
like a
on
month.
something. Inside Out 1 and 2 is on something. I saw the other day.
Disney Plus, probably.
No, I don't get Disney Plus.
Hulu?
I don't get Hulu,
I don't know then.
but I know
It's
it's not on Netflix.
it's a Disney movie though, so it's
Yeah,
probably Disney Plus. Maybe you saw an ad for it somewhere,
maybe that it
like
was
on
on.
YouTube or something.
Yeah, I could have. Yeah.
Um,
But,
Jill also said that was after my rant last night. She had a rant last night, apparently.
oh,
Um, yes. Oh, she's like, I think there's something in the air. Even Llama Mama Mama K. I can't remember. My heart blocks the Kayla was a little off.
huh.
In the chat box, there's a little heart that you can like leave emoticons, and it blocks like the last part of a word sometimes, and I can't read the whole comment.
Oh, yes. I noticed that when I've been trying to read other people's comments
Mm.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we had the supermoon this week.
The fifth moon.
No, it was like a like the like it wasn't a
Oh, I saw that.
huge, yeah, and it was like
It was
orange.
big. Yes, I called Jeffrey out and I said, look at this. It's a full moon. It's beautiful. And it was big.
Ours, yeah, ours as it rose was like orange.
Uh-huh.
Like it looked ominous. So maybe that's it.
Blood moon.
Yeah, there's a bad moon rising.
Yep. And then every so often we get a fifth full.
Moon. And that's the blue moon.
That's the blue moon.
When people say once in a blue moon, that's actually what they're talking about.
And then the blood moon is caused by atmosphere. You know, we
Yeah.
used to see those in California a lot because of the smog. It would cause you to have the red.
Mm-hmm.
So, and do
Yeah.
you know, I don't know, this is a little known fact, but LA has always had smog, even before it was a big city, because of the way the mountains are, it traps
You get
everything.
the inversion.
Mhm. And yeah, so, and yet they built there. So, well, just like Mexico. Mexico's built on volcanoes.
Well, a lot of
Mexico
places.
City. Mexico
Oh,
City.
Mexico City, yeah. Like a
Yeah.
lot of places are built on volcanoes. Look at Hawaii.
Look at us. We have Yellowstone National Park that's going to blow one of these days.
Yeah, we won't be alive anyway. It won't matter.
It's a
By the time it finally blows, I don't think we'll be here anymore.
Probably not.
Yeah.
We'll be on Mars.
No, I think that I'll be in heaven
Our
by that time.
our generation will be on Mars.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Anyway,
That we're just rambling on. You can tell we're tired. Anyway, I've got DK on my. I'll have DK on my thing if you guys like DK. I finally broke down and went to DK. So anyway, that's
yeah.
all.
And you got one more week to sign up for this month's Dragon Club.
And one more day to sign up for the Wizard and Witches for August.
Yes. Hold on.
Did it snag or whatever?
Ah!
The white?
All three that were printing, they had like 20, 30 minutes left. They pulled off the bed. They were going to be unicorns. They pulled this. I started with 6, then I lost 2, then I lost another one, and now these guys, I could hear it. It was dragging one of them. It was dragging one of them around. Look, you can see it was already starting the horn in the middle. Oh man, that was a waste of a day.
Yeah, because you can't
12-hour print.
You can't use that. That's just throwaway stuff.
I mean, I could melt them down into a mold, but I don't do that. Like,
No.
there's people who put like their poop and then their stuff that doesn't work, they'll put it in a mold and melt it and then add more until it fills off and then they sell those. I don't have time for that.
No.
I'm not going to keep boxes of I keep saying poop, of filament poop, which is what happens when color changes happen, guys, if you're curious. This is filament poop. People keep these in bags and then they melt it down and make things in molds. I just don't have time for that.
Right, but so wouldn't you have to have a special thing to do it because it has to get certain heat?
No,
Or
you
do
can
they?
put it in people use what are they called? Like the little oven you got on your counter.
Oh,
Not microwave, not a microwave oven.
oh, air fryer.
Oh no, okay, not an air fryer, like a what do they call that? The little tiny ovens. A toaster oven.
Oh, okay.
Use a
Yeah.
toaster oven. I mean, you can use your regular oven, but a lot of people have issues with fumes. But I mean, PLA doesn't have fumes. I don't print with any filament that has fumes. So for me, it'd probably be fine in a regular oven, but I just don't have time for that. I don't have time for the things I'm doing in my life, let alone something else. Oh yeah, convection oven. We had our previous microwave oven was a convection oven as well.
The big silver one?
Mm-hmm. We don't have that one anymore though.
Really?
Past two houses we've moved into have
Oh,
had their own oven or a microwave.
oh,
Oh, the
neat.
past three houses we bought, we have all had built-ins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, even in Blackfoot, the house we bought in Blackfoot had a built-in microwave. Do you
Yes,
remember
it
that?
did.
Yeah.
Yes, above the stove.
Mm-hmm. And so that in Alamogordo we had that, and we have that here too. So we don't even need the separate microwave.
Nice.
Yeah. All
Unless you're
right.
doing yarn.
Well, why would I need a separate one?
Well, I don't. I use mine, but a lot of people say shouldn't ever do your
Oh, because
acid
of the
dyes
acid
in
dyes.
the,
Yeah, you know what? I've probably had more bad things in my system than those acid dyes. And not because I tried, it's because I live, there's things around us that get into our system all the time that we don't even know about.
that's true.
So, gotta live
That's
your life.
that's fine. Okay, well,
Look how
have,
weird this looks. Looks like a shell, doesn't it?
yeah, kind of.
Sorry. Hey. All right.
Okay, you guys. Yeah, I haven't talked to Amber in a week. Really, I haven't. So
No,
no, last Saturday.
I called you Saturday. I was trying to remember when I called you. It was Saturday, yeah.
You hadn't called me. We hadn't talked since the show before.
Mm-mm.
Usually we
It's
talk a
just,
lot, but because Amber started school this week, or she wasn't in any moods to talk, she was tired, came
oh,
home, went to bed.
did. I came home one day and I fell asleep on the couch for like 2 hours. Just
That's
needed it. Just needed it. Oh,
good.
maybe by the next time we talk to you guys, it'll have cooled off a little and I won't be as tired at night.
Right, because that will be, don't tell me, today's the 24th, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. So it's 31 days in August. So that's another week. The 7th?
Yeah.
Oh,
It'll
I'm
be,
so good. See, I'm
yes.
good at math, you guys. That's from
You
my daughter.
are. Yes. Oh yeah, that would be fun. Jill said, see you in September. Maybe we can do a live when I get back. That would be fun.
Oh, that would be fun.
Plan
Yes.
it out. Yes. That'd be awesome.
Right.
All right, guys. I hope you have a good rest of your weekend. I'm gonna go yell at my 3D printers, and try to get them to work and not eat things that I make. Um, so
You think maybe that white needs to be
it's a
dried?
different printer. It's a different printer. It's the other printer
Oh, okay.
because it was the off-white. It was the cream color with the salamanders that I was making. And then this was just, they got knocked off. Something happened to knock them off the bed. Every once in a while, things just happen. That's why, we shrink into our cost. Things happen.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm the dinosaur thing.
Yep.
So anyway. Okay.
All
Well,
right, guys.
we'll talk to you all in a couple weeks. And you
Yep,
guys
and
have
make sure you
a
like, subscribe, and comment below.
comment below. We need comments below. We're not getting any
That's
because
because
we're
everyone joins us on our live.
live, you know.
Yes.
And I went and looked at some other people's lives and they don't get many comments either because people
Because they
comment.
comment on the live.
So
But we still love you either way.
we love you. And thank you for subscribing.
Yes. And
Hey,
have a great weekend, guys.
we'll see you in September.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goodbye. All right.